Dick says, well, it's too mask. You do another one. It's like, it's like, this took me months to prepare, It's like, well, we can't shoot this. It looks like a mask, which it didn't. I actually do think now, in hindsight, he did make the right choice, though, in the direction I went with it. At the time, I was so offended that this makeup artist would question Dick Smith and his ability and what, But, so, it turned out to be fortunate for me, because Dick said, because they were in production, it's going to be very hard for me to do this. And there weren't a lot of people at the time that did this kind of work. And so he called up and said, Rick, I'm in a bind. I need some help here. And, would you consider coming out and living in my house and working in my lab in the basement and helping me on The Exorcist? It's like, gee, Dick, I don't know. And I'm packing my bag, taking my underpants out of my drawer, And so I got to, live in the master's house and work in the basement and learn from it. And it was a really, really cool experience, and terrifying too. I mean, I had run foam rubber and done stuff like that, but I did it the way that I figured out how to do it. Dick is very meticulous in his, there's a certain way. He used a different rubber, a different whole thing, and so he kind of showed me how to do it his way, and then he goes, okay, now you do it. It's like, okay, can you leave and just let me know? I want to, watch you and make sure. So every step of the way, no, you got to hold the thing here. Oh, okay, yeah. And there were some makeups that there's a scene that ends up in the film where it says "help me" on her stomach, and there's this appliance of her with gaunt ribs and stuff that Dick sculpted. They decided they wanted that gaunt rib thing, but they wanted that kind of distended stomach people get when they're starving, So Dick wanted me to sculpt the ribs just like he did, but add the big stomach on it. So I was really pleased with the sculpture. I said, I really thought I had sculpted it just like him, and he came and just tore it apart. I was like, well, this is in the wrong place. This is, this is gonna, But it was all really, really helpful to learn from this guy. It was a great experience. The only application I got to do on The Exorcist was in the sequence in Iraq. Max von Sydow's makeup